Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day, whether you're watching this in the morning, in the afternoon, or in the evening. I'm glad you guys are here. I'll take a quick second and thank all the channel members. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you very, very much. And I want to welcome anybody who's just coming through for the first time, or you've been coming through. If you haven't had a chance yet, please hit that subscribe button if so inclined, and that bell notification icon next to it. It'll really help the channel out. If you guys are over on Instagram and would like to connect over there, I am at jevans_knife_addict_life, the same at as I have here, and post daily pocket dumps, stuff like that over there. But today I wanted to spend some time and talk about a knife in my collection that a lot of people aren't crazy about. A lot of people I've heard kind of talk about it in terms of its functionality, lack thereof. And it is unique. It is and takes a little bit of getting used to. I'm talking about the Cold Steel AD-15 with the Scorpion lock. This is a bruiser of a knife that employs Andrew Demko's Scorpion lock, the lock that came between the Triad lock and before the Shark lock. Basically, you've got this steel handle and this G10 scale, and then you've got this aluminum bar that's under pressure from this spring here that slots down onto the butt of this blade, providing the detent. Notice that spring spreads apart while it's opening. You've got this internal stop pin, and then you've got this catch here in the blade to where this pin that's coming through the Scorpion lock falls down and locks it into place. So you're locked into place by this stop pin that's resting on the bottom side of the Scorpion lock, and from this internal stop pin in the Scorpion lock itself that's rested into the tang of the blade. So not only is it a very, very stable lockup, this knife is about the same size as our Cold Steel 10. We'll do a couple of size comparisons here in a second. And I find it very, very fidgety. It wasn't always that way because you have to get used to how to manipulate that Scorpion lock, but I can manipulate the lock without any danger of slicing myself. I know how to keep my weight off of the bar so that when I'm opening it, I can slow roll it. I can finger flick it, thumb flick it, that is. Not sure if I can middle finger flick this one. Yep, I can middle finger flick it. And again, it's under that tension of that lock rolling against that spring. So I've really had to adjust my grip to not hinge on that spring when I'm going to deploy it. Because if I've got pressure on it, it's not going to want to pop out there. And it really doesn't want to pop out there middle finger flicking because it's got such a strong detent. But again, the only upgrade I have up to this date to this knife is I put this Pops deep carry clip on it. I'm recording this video today because I'm sending this knife out to my brother out Satu Dave. He's going to do some practicing on it. I'm sending a couple of knives his way. I don't know if you guys know, but he's working on getting his knife making skills where he wants them. I have 100% confidence in Satu to do anything to the knives that I'm going to send him this. I think I'm going to send him the AD-10. I think I might even send him my 940, but it depends on what will fit in the box. But anyways, Cold Steel AD-15. It is a honking blade steel, honking blade, tall flat grind today with a drop point blade. S35 VN is the blade steel. You've got these 1, 2, 3, 4 very aggressive jimps. The markings that you have on this knife are AD-15 here on the tang. You've got Cold Steel Taiwan and S35 VN on this side. You've also got your stop pins. Pocket clip, now that I've got it with the Pops clip, goes in and out of pocket effortlessly. The Cold Steel clips are they're kind of a combination of a tight clip and a clip that, in my opinion, don't work all that great. But if you want to put them in your pants and not have the knife move around, it'll definitely do that because they're very, very stable clips. But anyway, this guy operates on T10 hardware. Yeah, T10 hardware. I have not taken this knife apart yet. And let's see if that's a T6 screw or T8. Yeah, T6 on the clip. I've not taken this apart yet, but I'm thinking about it because lately I've noticed that Original Goat makes scales, titanium scales, for this G10 scale that's right here and this G10 scale that's right here. So the looks I've seen have been super cool with that titanium handle. I love this knife. This is one that's a forever knife in my collection because it's one that I got early on, and it's one that I've always been super happy with, the way it performs, the fact that it's a hard use knife, the fact that it's a very tactical knife should it ever need to be that to save a Slurpee. But let's look at it alongside some other knives to get an idea for the size. Then we'll get a few measurements. That is the Civivi Baby Banter, the Cold Steel 4MAX, Benchmade Bug Out, Spyderco Paramilitary 2, so guys, it's right about the length of the Spyderco Paramilitary 2, even though it is much more beefy, much more substantial. Let's see if it cuts. Big, thick S35 VM blade. Cuts very well. That's cutter error on my part. Maybe a little strop. It sounds like there's something there on that blade. But this knife has been used. I would say abused, but I don't abuse my knives, but it has definitely been used. It's cut through some bamboo, cut through some paper. You know, it's been hard used for as much as I hard use a knife, which is very little. But the AD-15 is a beast. It is got one of the most unique, strong, light locks that I find to be very fidgety. It is, let's break out our Javon promotional tape measure, and we will see that this knife is right around 8.5 inches, maybe 8 3/4, with a 3.5 inch blade, 3.5 inch cutting area, a handle that's 5 inches. This concealed little area right here is 3 3/4 from right here to right here. That's 3 3/4 that you have. You do have a lanyard hole if you choose to use that. I think the clip that I put on here, where the other clip goes around the lanyard hole, kind of made that where it's not going to be very functional, but I don't use a lanyard, so that doesn't really affect me as much. And then let's look at what we're looking at in our Bladestock here. Whoops, 4 millimeters. 15 thousandths, 0.1515 up here at the tip. You're still at 0.060, and then the cutting edge right down 90 thousandths, and the handle is going to be a hefty 1/2 inch wide. And finally, let's see how much this guy weighs. 6.45 ounces, guys. It is a full-size knife. By comparison, your Spyderco Paramilitary 2s, 345. Benchmade with tie scales, 2.75. Cold Steel G10 stainless and S35V, and it's 6.45 ounces. So yeah, it's a big knife. It is a burly knife, but I also think it is a very underrated fidgety knife. It's just a joy to operate. It's a joy to use. It is stable. I don't think it gets as much praise as some of its Cold Steel brethren, but I think it's just a winner, guys. I hope you guys found this video somewhat enlightening. I hope you enjoyed it. I should have straightened my camera first, but thank you guys for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting. Thanks for hanging out with me on Friday Night Flicks. And please look out for that guy or gal to your left. Please look out for that guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. Choose debate, not hate. I love you all. Peace.